Hello and good afternoon and welcome to Sefik Empowerment Coaching. How are you doing? Sefik Empowerment Coaching here. It is the 1st of February 2021. Where has the year gone already? It is flying by. So those that you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Sefik Villasanti. I'm a coach, an author and a speaker. But most importantly, as I always say, I'm also the survivor of 2 suicide attempts. I have in the past seen out the actions to take my life, and thankfully they failed. And I am passionate about breaking down the stigmas and taboos associated with poor mental health. And I know what it's like to feel desperate. I know what it's like to feel so low. I know what it's like to feel so lost. I know what it's like to feel alone and just not know which way to turn, and that black dog syndrome, as we say, talking on your shoulder, and to see out actions that you just wanted an arm to be put around you to say, we can get you through this. So I know what it's like to feel that way. And what I'm passionate about is breaking down those stigmas and taboos, but crucially, seeing what helped me in my recovery to where I am now, and what I do day to day as a coach and author and a speaker to help those in similar situations, not only with mental health, but with challenges, who are fearful of change, whatever it might be, that help me get through those challenging parts of my life to where I am now. And one of the things that I understood was about vibration and energy and frequency, and what had actually led to my downturn in my mental health, firstly in 2006 and then in 2016, that led me to see out such actions as I did. And one of them that I understand was about the words that we use, and the environments that we find ourselves in, and who we find ourselves surrounded by, and those toxic relationships and careers and whatever it might be. And as I said in my first video last week, please, if you're looking at me on YouTube, go back to last week's video and I'll explain what it's about. But Dr. Emoto was a Japanese scientist, doctor, and he proved, and it's irrefutable, that to a degree water has memory. And as we all know, as I said, that we're around about 64% water, but certain parts of our body, even our muscles, are 78% water. Our brain is 66% water. What we talk about and who is talking at us and what is thrown at us can be very taxing. And just like water, we're a large proportion of water, are we not? And if you were to throw insults at water, or rice, which is constituted largely of water when you cook it, and then do this over a prolonged amount of time, and then look at the results are quite startling, significant. And I thought to myself, let's give this a go, because this was quite a turning point in my life when I realised, what had I done so wrong in my life to reach such lows? And for a large part of that, it was how I was thinking about myself. I never thought myself as a good person. I always thought myself as failing. I always thought myself as letting people down. I always thought myself as never being around. And other people would think that of me as well. You're letting the system down. You're letting down the company. You should take a long, hard look at yourself and realise how you're failing, and you need to sort yourself out, Sefik. It was very, very aggressive. And ultimately, over time, that made me ill. That made me unwell. And it created something in me that was almost like a habit now, through repetition, that I was the person that people were telling me that I was. In actual fact, I wasn't. But it created that shift in me. So, with that in mind, I thought, I've seen this on YouTube, and it's worked for me with how I changed my life. Let's see if it works in a physical sense. So in here, as I showed you last week, there are 3 jars of rice. 1, 2, 3. And for the last 8 days, and this lasts for a month, I have been taking them out for 2 minutes each day. One, I've been throwing hate, nasty words, nasty energy, swearing at them, getting frustrated, getting worked up at them. And then for the other one, for 2 minutes, I've been taking it out, giving it love, giving it gratitude, saying nice words, kind words, nice feelings, showing my appreciation for it. And for the third one, just left one alone. And after that period in time, after a month, we're going to see if the energy that I project through frustration, through anger, through kindness, through caring, and leaving well alone, changes the constitution, changes how the energy that I project through my voice, through the energy, because we all know if I put my hand up in front of my face, you can feel the vibration coming on your hand. is coming through, it's traveling on a frequency, on a vibration, on an energy, if it will affect how the rice appears. Obviously, if a rice turns bad, it's damaged. It's I guess if you were talking about us as a human makeup, it'll be unwell. It'll be carrying a disease. It'll be hurt, to put it in layman's terms. Where if you're feeling good about yourself, you tend to show it on the outside, like the rice. Hopefully, I hope, fingers crossed, won't have turned. So what I'm hoping to see is, after a month, is one jar of rice that's turned rancid and black, one rice that is just like the day it's come out the pan, and the one that I've left well alone, to see that as something that if you just leave well alone, what might happen. And it's interesting for me because I know for myself that when I removed myself away from people hurling abuse and being in that stressful environment, I was able to rebuild and make myself better again. So when I view the rice that I'm throwing abuse and hurtful words at, and I look at it compared to one that I'm throwing or giving love and affection and kind words to, let's see what the difference is. Are they able to pick up that vibration, that energy? We all know that sometimes when you come out of a stressful situation, you'll be wearing it. We all know people that have found themselves that have lived a particularly stressful life, have aged, look like they've lived that life. We all know people, and I know people in my life who have taken on such pain and grief that it's made them unwell, very unwell. So this is the reason behind this. So love to hear your comments on it. Be skeptical, absolutely. Say, Sefik, you're talking poppycock. Or say, Sefik, in actual fact, I'm interested to see what the results are. But let's just see, in a month's time, we might see no change. We might see something different. And if we see something different, then take that as, I've got to start looking after myself and be wary of how I talk about things and how I see myself and what situations I find myself in. Because I know for myself and a lot of clients that come my way, a lot of their breakdowns, a lot of their illnesses, and all of their hardships are based by how they found themselves and within who they found themselves, what environment they found themselves. And ultimately, that was the catalyst for them becoming unwell. So be mindful how you think, be mindful how you talk, be mindful what you listen to, but also be mindful of where you want to see yourself. Project it. Project that end result as if it's there already and hang on to that, like I had to through the most challenging times of my life to get out of some very dark situations and some very challenging situations thereafter. It was about projecting the best possible outcome that I could imagine and dare to dream. As Einstein said, logic will take you from A to B, but imagination can take you anywhere. Logic is limited. We know A to B will get us A to B. 2 plus 2 is 4. But we can get to 2 plus 2 by saying 1 plus 1 plus 4 minus 2. That's another way of doing it. That's our imagination running away with us, but yet getting us the same result. Dare to dream, as I say. Got to remember to believe to succeed. There's no shame. If you want to get in contact with me, visit my website, www.shefigempowermentcoaching.co.uk, to buy yourself a great copy of There's No Shame, or hit me on an email via info@shefigempowermentcoaching.co.uk. Look forward to catching up with you next week. I will not be revealing the results till, I guess it's going to be the 1st of March, isn't it? Or near enough. But I look forward to taking you on this journey and with your interaction. Have the most amazing day. Cheers. Bye.